Oh, we'll see what happens. This spillway, it's really not the most productive spillway. It has its moments. I'd actually, sometimes I do pretty good here in the winter, but typically it's just kind of a spot that's easy to get to. So I'll run out here and try my luck. I don't spend a ton of time here, but we'll see what happens. It's cold and windy. It's running pretty good. I can hear it. That's all ice right here. Oh boy. Bad at all. So right out there, it's very shallow through here. There's a spot back at the bridge we'll try, but right out here, right past those rocks where it drains in, it's cut out kind of deep right there. I mean, I'm using that loosely, a few feet, but typically if you get a crankbait in there, little square bill, little spinner bait, a lot of times you can maybe catch somebody in there kind of wakes them up, I guess. Pretty sure I'm the only idiot out here. I can't help myself. Try not to be too stupid here. Yeah, it kind of really carves out right here. I pulled stuff out of there before. That's really hit or miss. I don't think anybody that fishes spillways kind of knows that. And I honestly don't fish spillways too much, so hopefully you can see this. Hold on, I just stabbed myself. There we go. Let me just straighten that out. Off to a great start there. So this is from a Dark Horse tackle box. This is painted by Robusto Lures. I'm trying to just use my head here because obviously the rocks are slick enough without snow on them. And he really moves good in there. Real slow retrieve. So it was last February. I don't know why there was a ton of crappie in here. Now this lake's known for it, so usually on the creek side here, just that never happens. Oh, got somebody's fishing. There we go. Just kind of throw it out there, let it float down a little. Real slow retrieve. Kind of couple cranks and a pause, couple cranks and a pause. Let it bounce off the rocks. I guess I don't waste too much time. Beautiful. Something in it. It was a little slick getting up here. It's ice underneath the snow, so we'll just watch our step here a little. She's slick. Oh man. So yesterday we had snow all day long, but the air temp was a little too warm and everything was just kind of melting. So we have, and then overnight, I mean, we went from like 35 degrees down to like 9, and even right now, we're not even hitting 20 degrees. So, you know, we're down in the teens, and everything's froze. So all that wet ground froze up pretty rapidly, and it continued to snow overnight. So we got like this sheet of ice underneath this little powder coating of snow. it's making for an interesting walk on the hill here. So I promise if I fall I'll post it. It should be entertaining, but I'm really trying not to. Starting to get a little older. It hurts now when I fall. I mean, sorry I don't have nothing for you. You know, sometimes at the spillway I'll catch something this time of year, but it's like I said, walking in, it's really hit or miss. Like really hit or miss. So there's a little bridge up here, and that's carved out pretty good. I mean, there's like a little carve out back here, and then it's not deep at all. If it gets a foot deep through this couple 100-yard section, you know, I don't even think it hits that. And then it carves out again kind of as we get closer to the bridge. I catch fish there all the time, but again, here we are, 18 degrees, something like that. It doesn't make for optimal fishing, but hey man, we'll give it a shot. We're already out here, you know. There's the family rig. I had a truck up until this year. My wife and I had a little surprise kind of added to the family, and wonderful surprise it was. But I had to get rid of the truck and get more seats. So we're driving the soccer mom car for a few years until it's time to get a couple out on their own, and then we'll get a truck again. It's worth the trade-off, I promise. So yeah, we'll get down here. I'll throw that crankbait. Got a little square bill, custom square bill, Robusto lures. It's they're hand painted lures, Originally found them in a Dark Horse tackle box. They are, you know, I found this Dark Horse tackle. I am pro staff with them now. I'll tell you, I found them and it kind of, just listening to them, and just kind of thinking for myself a little bit, I have really gotten into, I'm gonna try not to fall here. I have really gotten into these, you know, small batch, hand painted, handmade jigs, crankbaits, things like that, because, you know, these guys work so hard in your garages, basements, shops, what have you, and the quality is phenomenal, just fantastic. You don't really spend much more money, if any more money at all, and you get really good stuff, and you're putting that money in pockets of people that are, you know, here in the US working hard, most of them working other jobs, not doing this full time, and they're fulfilling your orders, and you're kind of doing good things for them, you know, and they're doing really good service to you. And let me just show you, it's a box. Now we know there's subscription boxes out there, but there's nothing like this. Okay, right here, Dark Horse Tackle, check them out. I'll stick a promo code for your, you know, I don't know, it's like 10% off your first box or something. I'll stick that in here somewhere, and you know, they're worth a try. I promise you, the quality you'll be amazed by, and you'll get hooked. I did. I really, listen, think about it. Yeah, people here working hard here, trying to feed their families here. You know, I'm not shaming anybody that uses, you know, box store baits. I have box store baits. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. Just saying, if you have an opportunity to get something well made even the way you want, with the colors you want, all it takes is a little bit of emailing or messaging or a phone conversation, and you can get things the way you want, and you can put money in the pocket of someone, you know, local to you or around you, that is just trying to make a living, or is just doing this for a hobby, trying to, you know, for whatever reason. It's a positive thing you're doing for that bait maker, and they're doing a very positive thing for you. And, you know, it's nice to be able to do that. So, yeah, I encourage you to at least give them an opportunity to ship you one box. So, all right, let's see if we can't get somebody here. As soon as I unfreeze my line from my hook. Oh yeah, there we go. Good. It's gonna have to be real slow. You go downstream a couple miles, so you pass this creek kind of going here, so, or you go over it rather. You go downstream a few miles, it's starting to freeze up down there. So we're so close to kind of the origin of it that it's still running. Something there. There we go. Oh yeah, it's just freezing up on the line. Freezing up in the reel. I love it. Tried to coax my kids to come out, didn't happen. I don't know what the wind chill is. They know the actual temperatures in the high upper teens, but the wind chill, it's a little stupid out. Not bad right here down, coming down the bank, but as soon as you crawl up the bank, it's kind of nasty. Something there. Oh no! Something hit it on the when I stopped, and I think I got a little complacent. I stopped. I let it come up, and something hit it, and I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I kind of gave up there for a second, I think. Oh, I got some chasers. They were small though. I don't know if the camera even picked that up. They might have been twice the size of the crankbait here. So I think I said this was a square bill. That's a fib. It's not. It's a medium diver, like a 2-inch medium diver. So if anybody saw that and it's beat me up, I stand corrected. Okay, so I am getting some followers. They're small, so maybe we'll slow it down here a little bit. And I see a couple in there just suspended, really. Yeah, they don't want any parts of anything I got for them. From right down there. It's cut out pretty deep over there. I'm kind of standing on the shallow side here. Picked up some debris there. There we go. So everybody that was paying attention to it is not anymore. So I think they've lost interest in me on my bait. working it right off those rocks. So if you don't know, and you know, when you're crankbait fishing, you want to get some contact with, you really want to get contact with the bottom. I'm not saying that you can't throw a crankbait and just send it out there, but what you really want to do is bounce it off those rocks down there, let it float up, let it, you know, let it hit a rock, let it go up, float up over that rock, start reeling again, get it down in the rocks, let it work its way around rocks. However, I mean, work your bait how you want to work it, but you want that bottom contact. Oh, picked up a leaf. Make a salad. Oh, dummy. You dingbat. You bum. You know, I was just sitting there telling myself, last time I was here, I saw a branch sticking out of the water. And I think, there we go. Oh man, thank goodness. I hate losing stuff. So we'll watch what we do there. So that's one of the things when you hit, like me, I got a little excited. See, sometimes when you hit something, instead of trying to yank it over, you gotta, again, let it stop, let it float up. That's a good looking bait. So, throw those crankbaits around wood, rocks. Get it, let it. And don't be afraid to throw it into some cover. I know it's intimidating sometimes. You don't want to lose a bait, especially if you're bank fishing or something. Typically, I'm fishing from a kayak. I picked up more leaves. The bottom is just loaded with leaves. Again, typically I'm fishing out of a kayak. Oh, come on. There's something over there. I mean, it's almost hitting it on the, I mean, as soon as it hits the water. But I don't know if he's just too small, because everything I've seen in here 6 inches, you know, everything that's followed it, so I don't know. But somebody over there doesn't like it when I throw that crankbait over there. Oh, I got somebody's fishing line, I think. Yep. Okay. Now we can get that out of the water anyway. Nasty. Ooh. I like braided line. Like really thick, heavy braided line. Man, I got tangled up. What is happening? It's going on, man. All right. There we go. All right. On a hook to there. There's his leader. Put that by our here so we can take it out with us. Throw that out. Really want to get whatever that is over there. I keep getting leaves, man, every time. Right over on that side. Out there, come on. Real slow. Diving into those rocks. My reel's freezing up, man. Yeah, I can just make him bite. Make him mad, maybe. Well, you know, I think I'm gonna have to put a video out. Where I didn't catch fish. That's okay. That's the reality. I get followers every third or fourth time. Usually like 2 or 3, and they're little bass. But I don't think anybody really wants to come out and play today. Well, frozen up over here. Hey. We'll try throwing a jig back there. Got a jig, little finesse, little 1/4 ounce finesse jig that came. And I apologize, I don't remember the brand, but again, it's another small batch. Here's a good look at it. So another small batch. I just put a little Ned head or a Ned rig on it, like a little Ned bait. So I'll throw it out there and see if I can get anybody to like it. Maybe if we just kind of dead stick something. This little technique does work for me a lot in the winter. Just kind of little finesse jig with like a little TRD style bait on there, whatever kind of like little Ned worm you want to use. Yep, and I just like to throw it out there and let it work its little Ned magic. Yeah. But usually this time of year, just kind of a couple little, just let it rustle the bottom a little bit, maybe stir up a little silt, and then I'll just dead stick it for a little bit. It's you know, I think I once heard someone say I'd rather slam my hand into a car door than, you know, fish real slow like that. And so I've had to really teach myself to slow down. And I think, I'll be honest with you, I'm learning. I do some tournaments, and as I fish harder tournaments and tougher clubs or leagues, whatever you want to call them, I'm learning that that's kind of what separates the men from the boys, is being able to, when you got to fish slow, being able to fish slow. So I've had to really learn how to do that, because I like throwing crankbaits on. I like throwing reaction baits, jerk baits, even jerk baits. Like one of my last, I posted a post somewhere. I got a nice jerk bait fish, and I mean 20 count jerk, just sit there and do nothing, and for 20 seconds, and then that thing hit it like a dump truck hit it or something. You know, just learning to slow down. So I would love to catch a fish just to prove my point, but we'll see what happens. That way all my talk isn't just rubbish. Just a little movement here. I'm ready for spring. I am ready for spring, man. Spent a lot of my early years in California in the Central Valley. You know, I didn't get snow, or, you know, so, but I mean, I spent much of my adult life here in central Pennsylvania, which I we go just a few hours north of here. They got it a lot worse. I think we're right on that. Like, things freeze up here. We get a couple feet of snow every year. We get ice storms. We get all that winter weather and those cold temperatures. But you go up north a few hours, and it's magnified. Like they get way more snow. Things stay frozen longer. So pretty blessed that, I mean, we have all 4 seasons here, and it's, you know, I've lived places where it seems like, you know, summer just kind of turns to winter, and then winter turns back to summer kind of thing. Here it's 4 segmented seasons. I mean, it's winter, you get that winter, and you can look around, it looks like winter here, and it'll turn into spring, where we get a little bit warmer temperatures and rainy weather, and then the summer comes and it's hot and humid, and fall is beautiful here. So yeah, I just don't think it's happening today. I didn't have extremely high hopes, but I hope you at least today enjoyed me rambling. I don't do that a whole lot. I usually edit my stuff just to kind of get to the point, and you know, don't spend a lot of time just talking rubbish. So again, hope you enjoyed the rubbish and me not catching fish. Let's try. It's cut out right over here, little hole over here, and I know we have like a little log, a little wood like sticking right out there. Let's see what happens. And just dead sticking, real slow. Just let it, just kind of give it a little bit of movement so something might know it's there. Just dead stick it. Ooh, man, that wind. Let's see, get out there in the sun. That might be something that makes a difference. There's that log. So we just pulled it right up and over that log. So now that's, boom, that's where you want it to sit. As a matter of fact, what I probably should have done when I started feeling it pull over that log, I probably should have let it drop back down the other side of that log. That's what I mean by slowing down. Not just, you know, not just physically slowing down, but when you have little opportunities like that and you're pulling over a log, don't just pull up over it and let it drop. That's a good idea, but when you start to pull up over it, let it drop down back on the back side, and just give that, if there's a fish there, give them a chance to have a look. Well, I have to get home and do all the things I told my wife I was going to do. That way she keeps letting me come out and fish. So, super cold, very beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Sorry that I didn't get anything for you. That's the way it goes. That's fishing. And anybody that's really wants to call themselves an angler, they know that this is how it goes. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. You know, I enjoy doing this. I don't have a big following, but I'd like to someday. So help me out. Take care, guys.